Yes guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I'm going to be showcasing both free-to-play Super Saiyan Blue, Goku and Vegeta from the Resurrection F Saga. If you haven't farmed these guys up yet, make sure you do so because they are actually very good units, and they are going to be at 8 stars for this video. I will showcase them again when I have them at higher stars. I don't know if it's going to be whether they're at 11, 12 stars or whether they're at 14 stars. We'll just wait and see depending on how fast they give us the Z power. But this is the team I'm using them on. It is a God Key team with all the colors available to us. But of course, since I am only bringing those 2 units, it only limits me to be able to bring one of the other characters on this team. So you'll see that is a bit of a common problem during this video, but we do manage to work around it because this is going to be a post-commentary showcase. So I can talk more in depth about the units and what I'm doing during the matches. So without further ado, let's jump into this showcase and see how these 2 units do in PvP. So, in the first match, we do come up against a GT team, a pretty decent one if you ask me. But this guy decides to bring Super 17, Oob, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, this team is very underrated, I would say. I think Super 17 is a very annoying unit that if you do manage to use well, is definitely capable of tanking pretty well and definitely doing the damage if you can stack his buffs up by, landing green cards and cover changing and all that kind of stuff. But he is a very tedious unit to use, I must say that. And of course, if you do have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, even at 2 stars, he is better than the Super 17. But we got off to a good start here, catching him in the first combo with the Goku. We instantly go into this Vegeta because I think, I want to rack this guy's damage up since he does gain damage buffs for every card art he uses. And he gains Ki as well, which is just fantastic. And he heals with every card art he uses. So this Vegeta is just an ultimate damage stacker because he also gets damage buffs when you get hit with another unit on the field. So I cover change with this Goku here to see how good he tanks. And I was quite surprised with this Goku during this showcase because I didn't really expect much from him. Initially, he hadn't been impressing me much, but he did actually go on to impress me quite a lot. And I must say, the star of this showcase out of the 2 new units for me personally was the Vegeta. I don't know if he has a place on his teams, being, Vegeta family and God Key. It depends on if you want to run a blast-based team or a strike-based team, but I do think both Beerus and Sword of Hope Trunks are better than this guy, especially, him being a free-to-play unit. He doesn't have the stats that rival those 2 units, but as you can see, we do let this Vegeta go down with this Rising Rush, just because he doesn't have a red unit, so I'm not going to sacrifice, the Goku and Vegeta when they can do a lot of damage, since they do have the 2 type advantages to both Oob and Super 17, depending on if I'm in the field with Goku or Vegeta. He does come in with Super 17 here and cover changes, which isn't good. We do manage to get the Vanish there. And at this point, it's not looking too good to me because obviously Oob has his endurance. And at this point, I'm just hoping Goku can produce a miracle because that's pretty much what I'm going to need. So he comes in here with Oob and comes up, hits me with some taps. I come in with Vegeta and I think I need to get this guy out of here or just do something. And we managed to hit the Goku and then get him out of here. I was really close to not killing him here, but we just go up, finish him off with taps, and at this point we're in a better position. So then we can switch him with the Goku. Now we have type advantage on Super 17. We hit him there, and at this point I'm thinking, what do I do? Let's see what this Goku can actually do. We hit him with the blue card. That is good damage, and look at how much we heal there with the Goku. Very impressive if you ask me. I really didn't expect him to heal that much, but of course it is 40%. And if you do give him some equipment that gives him health restoration or bonus HP, it's actually very good. And his damage there, not too bad. He doesn't have many damage multipliers. We do get hit there by Oob, since he does have a fast activating green card. In my opinion, the best green card in the game. And then he switches to Super 17. Not the best decision really from him. We come in and cover change with the Goku and Vegeta. And at this point, with Goku and Vegeta, it's pretty simple. We just, use the combo. We go in, Rising Rush, try and get this guy out of here. We go for the strike. And I can't remember if we got guessed or not. We probably did. Yeah, we did. Of course we did. That's another common pattern that happens in this video. And we do manage to get him out of here because he does tap blast, and we throw a long range blast attack, and that was pretty simple there. Oob comes in here. And even if he does rush again, we have the type advantage with the Vegeta, so it doesn't really matter if this Goku goes down. We go for a strike again here. And I believe this guy had another blue card that he used for this Rising Rush. So yeah, not really lucky with the Rising Rushes, should I say? But you know, that said, pretty simple win because at this point I wasn't really too nervous, and this guy just started lagging all over the place as soon as he saw he was not going to get the win. So yeah, it was just a case of just timing whatever I was doing. He comes in with the strike, and we managed to knock him down to 0, and that is the end of the first match. A pretty good fight if you ask me. But yeah, I mean, could have been a bit smoother. I think that Vegeta going down right at the start wasn't the best, but he does definitely get shown off better in the next matches. So let's get into them. The next match, we come up against a God Key / Fusions team. I guess you could say it's a Saiyan team basically because they're all Saiyans. I don't know, but this guy runs the Goku and Vegeta, the Gogeta Blue, and the Ultra Gogeta, who is the best unit in the game as we know. And this was, you know, not the best really scenario for me because of, again, he doesn't have a red unit, so I really couldn't make this Blue Vegeta shine. This was a big mistake from me. I use a blast, of course, Goku and Vegeta, start of every fight, they always have a green card, it seems. And he does knock down pretty much, you know, 70% of my HP there with one blue card, which isn't the best. But this Vegeta does heal back with every card, like I said. So as you can see, we're back to pretty much 45% HP with this Vegeta. We did some nice damage to that Goku and Vegeta as well with a couple cards. And this is where he can actually shine. Because look at the damage this guy does, and this guy makes a big mistake there cover changing with that Gogeta, because we come in with this Vegeta now and the damage is monumental. So yeah, very very good damage, and we actually get a crit I think with that last blast, and we managed to take Ultra Gogeta out of there. Really really nice, and at this point now it's just about timing the match well and making sure that I get the job done. And he does come in here and hit me with the Goku and Vegeta. This Goku not tanking very well. He did do well in the last fight, and this guy then mistimes that one there. I decide to do that, take away his buffs, and we do catch him in the side step. Damage here, not too bad, but at this point I'm just thinking the best thing to do is come in with this LF Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and take him out, basically. Lock him in with the ultimate, take him out, and that was the best thing to do because we do get the kill. It's 3v1 at this point. I have pretty much a full HP on all my units, and that's a very smart move that I did there. If you didn't see that, well, watch it back, because you have to know which units have a fast animation blue card and which ones have a slow one. Like Vegito Blue, the LF one, he has a slow animation blue card, so you can actually not dodge after the blue card if they do vanish it like that. But I use that blue card on purpose because I know the Vegeta has a short animation, and then I could use the Rising Rush. So another easy match there. Let's get into the next one. Next match, we come up against an LOE team, and he doesn't have a blue unit, which is good for me because, of course, the Goku will have a bit more freedom to be shown off, which is not the case in other matches with Ultra Gogeta running around. But he does have type nullification for 40 counts at the start of the fight, which is really good, and you actually don't even notice that, and it really does help him a lot. It gives him a lot of utility, and he is actually a very good unit. You just need to learn how to use him well, and that's what I mean when I say he was impressing me more and more as the showcase went on, basically. And going back to the blue card I used at the end of the last fight, I used it on purpose, like I said, to force him to vanish, because I knew then I could either vanish myself or use a Rising Rush because it's a short animation. And that's exactly what I did. He fell for the bait, and he really couldn't do anything. It was either getting hit by the blue card or dodging, and he decided to dodge. And yeah, that just allowed us to get the Rising Rush off, and it was easy from there on. Start of this fight, done really well, got the perfect vanish there. I decided to come in with the Goku and Vegeta, just because if I went into the blue Vegeta, I knew that green Frieza would be coming in, and I didn't really want that. We use this blue card, even though it does hit this Vegeta and does not much damage to him, we do manage to get that extra Dragon Ball. That Frieza does nullify that completely because he comes in and destroys one. But now we have them all in our hand, and that was a big mistake as well. I had a feeling he had a blue card, and I decided to blast anyway. But again, this Goku and Vegeta unit does, you know, heal with every card it uses, so another big advantage to using that unit. And at this point, I'm just thinking, let's get someone out of here, even if it's Chilled, who doesn't really pose a big threat to me in this fight. I want to get Chilled out of this fight if I can. And we managed to do so. You know, don't get rushed. Don't get guessed that time. Sorry, but you know, it's not very often that I don't get guessed, as you can see from this showcase. So yeah, it was good to get this unit out of the battlefield 3v2 at this point, and in a good position really. We get the perfect vanish there, and we start racking up damage with this Vegeta. Of course, this Pod Frieza is a very good unit. Despite him being a free-to-play unit, he's actually very, very good. Pretty tanky, does do a lot of damage as well, and does draw a green card. His green card paralyzes. He does a lot of stuff. He really does have a lot of utility for being a free-to-play unit, and yeah, he's one of the better free-to-play units I would say we've had. Definitely the best green on LOE, and he's definitely a pain in the ass when you run into him. So yeah, at this point, this guy falls for my little dodge there, and we managed to catch him in the next combo. And at this point, it's just about knocking the damage down slowly but surely with the units I have, and we finished the combo off with this Goku. We have both of them now below 50% HP. That said, Frieza just does heal up there with his main ability. Now I'm looking here, I go immediately, which was perfect, it worked out fine, and I decide to use a strike so that Frieza can't cover change. He does cover change here, but I know that even though I did that, I can come in with this Vegeta and probably finish this Frieza off. And then since I am switched in with Goku, with my Goku and Vegeta, I can finish off the Pod Frieza because I have type advantage with him. I do come in with this Goku since I'll have Vanish and everything. We get a perfect Vanish, but we don't draw a card to use it there, so I just decide to tap him down. And we go up here and we tap him again as he's using the blue card, which is very good, so we nullify that. We got the perfect Vanish there with Goku and Vegeta. And like I said, at this point, it is just about playing my cards right and yeah, just not screwing up huge, you know, big time. And there we do manage to land that blue card, which finishes off the match. Pretty decent, pretty good, pretty simple. Let's get into the next one. And the last match of this showcase, we come up against a mono purple team, someone who's been in God ranks, although he doesn't have many GGs, so yeah, kudos to him for actually achieving that. He does run, of course, the 3 main units on mono purple. I would say these 3 are the best trio for mono purple, but I don't really like the team myself to use it. I just think, you know, there's too many counters at the moment in the meta. You know, full power Frieza is a big counter. Vegeta Blue, even if you manage to use him well, and as you'll see in this fight, is still a good unit if you have him at high stars like I do. But yeah, this was just a match where if I played well and I landed my combos and just, you know, didn't get guessed by cover changes, I knew I would be able to win this fight. So right there, you know, we timed that perfectly. We managed to catch him. We used the blast so that Super Vegito can't come in, you know, making sure that he can't, you know, cover change us, and we managed to land that blue card. So this Goku's down to below half HP already. He's lagging a little bit. We come in with the Vegeta, and although we're not going to do much damage because he doesn't have any damage stacked, we do stack damage by using cards as well, like I said. So we managed to you know, just extend this combo a little bit more, and at this point I'm just waiting until I can bring in Vegeta Blue again and stack his damage up, because he does also stack damage with every card he uses. So yeah, just this game was, like I said, just about getting my combos working and flowing, and we managed to do that pretty well, because 30 counts into the fight, we do have all of his fighters down to roughly half their HP, and then with this clash we managed to get that really, really well, 987, and then we use a bunch of blasts because we know that he can't come in and cover change with Vegito, and we take that Goku out of the fight. And now I'm just thinking, like, how do I play the rest of this match, because I kind of, you know, can play a bit conservatively, and I decide to dodge there, and then I'm just waiting for a sidestep. We managed to catch him there, and look at the damage this Vegeta does. This is without having a lot of buffs stacked, but the damage to me is really, really impressive. And I didn't expect him to be this good, honestly. Like, he's just really, really been impressing me throughout the whole showcase. So that is it. That is pretty much the showcase, guys. Very, very impressive from Vegeta. So that concludes the showcase, and honestly, really, really impressed by Vegeta. Goku, on the other hand, I don't think he's the best unit, to be honest. I think at 14 stars, he's probably going to be a lot better, just because he'll have, you know, defensive capabilities that will actually be useful in the fight, because he'll have those extra stats. He does also need a Zenkai buff. I think we definitely need a Red God Ki unit to get a Zenkai. If we take a look at the Red God Ki units we have available to get a Zenkai at the moment, the one I really want that stands out like a sore thumb to me is this guy. We just got the Vegeta, that came out alongside him, he just got a Zenkai. So come on, guys, like, let's get this Zenkai. I really, really want this guy to get a Zenkai. I don't even think he would be, you know, just to Zenkai buff this Goku. I think this Goku would automatically drop to the bench if that Rose got a Zenkai. But that said, he's still a decent unit, this Goku. I think if you use him in the right scenarios, he's a good unit. But personally, I think the best God Key setup is to run Merge Zamasu instead of the red Goku and just have him on the bench, Zenkai buffing the Goku and Vegeta, or having Godku buffing the HP and critical of the team. But that is it, guys. That is the showcase. I do hope you enjoyed it. I will be revisiting these two units once they are at either 11 or 12 stars, like I said at the start of the video, or at 14 stars, depending on how fast we get their Z power. So like I said, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here for more Dragon Ball Legends content, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.